Back. Let's get it.
I was born to get it, stuck to the finish. I put in the clock, manifesting the millions.
This live is called Let's Talk About It. Come on in here, man. Get this good live. Let's talk about it. Got a lot of things I've been thinking about and I wanna talk to the people about. So come on in here and let's talk about it.
Hearing voices in my head and they saying go get them. High self elevating and I go with them. Meditating just so I can see the
Miss Juicy, what's up?
Universe every day is getting bigger, so I gotta grow with it. Staying consistent, move like the
We're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is a live that y'all all need to get up in here and listen. And if you got some insight, you got a perspective, you got a suggestion, you got an opinion, come on in here and let's talk about it.
I never show it, but I'm playing chess. Looking for knowledge and stacking up text. I just might roll up, so I never stress. I'm feeling like Master P. No, it ain't no limits on me.
We gotta talk about it.
I'm taking what's mine. No, I do not need.
We're gonna let this music go for too long. Just wanna bring a vibe in the building real quick.
No, they want me to go. I ain't never gonna quit it.
I was born to get it, stuck to the finish. I put in the clock, manifesting the millions. I break through the ceilings.
Hey, let's talk about it. It's episode 1. And the question of the day is, are you an asset or a liability to your partner? Let me say that again. The topic of today is, are you an asset or a liability to your partner? To yourself, to the world. Let that marinate in your mind one time. The question of the day, you here with me on the stream called Let's Talk About It. And the question of the day is, are you an asset or a liability to yourself, to the environment, to your children, and to your partner? Are you a liability or asset? What do you consider yourself? What do you see yourself as? A liability or an asset? Let's talk about it. This is a topic that we need to talk about, people. Men, women, what's up? Are you an asset or a liability to yourself, to your children, to your environment, and most likely to your partner, your mate? Are you an asset or liability? I just want to know. Let's talk about assets, though. I only want this right now. Today, we want to just discuss the assets. What makes you an asset is value. The value in you makes you an asset or a liability. Let me say that again. Your value makes you an asset or a liability. Do you consider yourself value? Do you consider yourself high value? Because that's going to determine if you're an asset or a liability to yourself, to the world, to your child, and to your partner. See, I consider myself high value. And as a high value man, we are here to protect, provide, and lead. All them three. Protect, provide, and lead. I feel that is our purpose as men in the world, in our children's lives, in our women's lives, and in our community. That's what we ain't gonna use feeling. That's what I, come to find out that that's our position as men. And you know why I said that? It's because as men, we use a part of our brain that women do not use. Women use a part of their brain that men don't use. This is why we have a disconnect and we operate different, because we are different. We came from the source, which is our mother, but testosterone and estrogen, that's what keeps us different. You have titties that lactate milk. Men, we don't. You have periods. We don't. You have ovaries. We have testicles. You have an egg. We have the sperm. We're different. We're different. So our roles are different. So as a man, to make you valuable, you got to provide, protect, and be a great leader. Agree? Come on here, drop a comment if you disagree. I want to build. I'm going to see what everybody's perspective is. I ain't saying mine right. Mine's the truth. But what I've been studying over these years, dealing with certain people, being in certain situations, learning, finding a blessing in every lesson and a lesson in every blessing. I come to find out what my purpose is. As a man. I would like other men to come here because they might have a different ideology, a different perspective on, how they operate as a man and how a man should operate. We all different. We all different. But let's break down the word, though. Let's break down the word high value. What do high mean? High mean great, greater than normal, elevated, big, great height or altitude. Let me say that again. What does high mean? High mean great, greater than normal, elevated, big, great height or altitude. That's interesting. What does value mean? Value mean important, worth, held to, deserve, importance, useful, principle, morals, benefit, gain, profit, a person, principle, or standard in behavior. What does value mean? Important, worth, held to deserve, importance, useful, principle, moral, benefit, gain, profit, a person's principle and standard in behavior. That's what high mean, and that's what value mean. So when we sit there and we put that together, what do we have? We put high and value. We know what high mean now. We know what value mean. So we put high and value together. High value man or high value woman. What do that mean? It simply means an individual that is much greater than normal, important, that is usefulness to themselves and others. High value man or woman is an individual that is much greater than normal, important, that is usefulness to themselves and others. Are you an asset or are you a liability?